comes to finding labor, now as activity in person does ramp up, you're seeing reports seemingly every day here in the UK and in the US and now in Europe as well about difficulty in finding workers. Are you experiencing any trouble securing workers at this stage?
No, well, actually, we're fortunate in that regard that we've been recruiting for some time, and we've been very active in bringing our workers back into the stores. So I think we fared probably better than others, but we're opening up a record number of stores this year as well. We'll open up 55 stores across our 4 markets. So we're actively recruiting managers and crew. And I can tell you that we've been successful to be able to attract the workers that we've needed to, but I'm certainly aware that there's very much a shortage overall within our industry, and I know that within time we're going to need more support, more crew to man the restaurants and to make the burgers and fries for the customers that I know will be coming.
John, on the supply chain, another big issue we talk about across sectors, are you experiencing any issues in securing the supplies you need? And if not, are you having to pay more for some of your key inputs, given that there clearly are some bottlenecks in the food supply chain?
Well, for us, it's a particular issue because everything's fresh. There's no frozen food at all in our supply chain. So we had to have a very smooth, well-running supply chain to get all of our potatoes and our fresh beef into every store across the whole joint venture. And obviously with Brexit, there's been a bit of a challenge to get the trucks moving into the places where they need to be. But we have a great supply chain team, and we've been able to manage through it, I would say, quite well, and pretty much without much disruption. But I think, challenges remain, and there seems to be a lot of cost inflation in the system right now. There's a lot of pressure on beef prices as well. We're trying to hold the line and make sure that our product stays at the same price for our customers as much as possible.
So in terms of passing on those price pressures, what is the outlook?
Well, of course, we want to keep everything the way they've been and not pass that on to consumers. And it looks like we'll be able to do that. I'm quite optimistic that we will be. But again, those come and go. Some of them are completely. The price of beef is not necessarily related to any of the Brexit or pandemic issues. There are lots of factors that go into the price of the beef for us. But hopefully, we'll be able to manage through without passing costs on.
John, very briefly, we've got about 1 minute left on program. There's clearly been a rise in popularity of plant-based alternatives. What does that mean for your business?
Yeah, of course, we're having a really hard look at it. There's a lot of customers that come to Five Guys and say, we'd love to see if there is a plant-based alternative that's authentically Five Guys that would make sense for us to offer. So we're actively testing product and looking at it. We're very cautious about launching new product. We've only launched 1 new product in the life of the business, the milkshake. But I think plant-based has a real following, and there's so much interest from vegans, vegetarians, and flexitarians for all different kinds of motivations and reasons, whether it's for health reasons or for environmental reasons. So we're taking a hard look at it. Watch this space. There very well might be something coming from Five Guys in that regard.